Ah, yes. You look at the title, and you're probably thinking, oh man, here he goes. He's about to dick on religion and destroy it piece by piece yet again. Because of the title, you're probably assuming it's some sort of dissing on females too, right? Wrong. This is a legitimate comparison. Are Christian females better than non-religious females? I know this is kind of a little broad to say, between what is non-religious and what is Christian, because there's so many different Christians and sectors and whatever you want to call them. Just like there's lots of subcategories for non-religious, but we're just going to go with the general aspect here. Just the general Christians and the general non-religious folk. Don't believe in God, etc., etc. So with that said, to kind of elaborate on how this topic even came up, by my own doing, I decided to start going to a local Traverse City church. I'm a pretty open-minded person. I like to see both sides of the coin, as it were, rather than just sticking to one thing because of he or she said this, or because this is what I was brought up to believe, or this and that, whatever. I like to really deep dive into things, and that's what it initially was, just kind of just seeing the other's perspective and really trying to understand their psyche, their belief, and how they operate, that kind of thing. But over time, weirdly enough, the Christian religion with which I've been bashing on for so long, which I still more or less do, but it's the people, specifically the people that I go to this church with. They're actually pretty amazing people. Now, mind you, I'm still an atheist. Where I'm kind of here, in that dead center, where I'm atheist by default, but I'm open-minded enough to be like, well, there could be other explanations that we're just not aware enough to. It could be the whole big thing on computer simulation. I'm open to that we're just living in a computer simulated world. There could very well be a possibility of a God, or whatever. You could call me agnostic if you wish. But if you just flat out ask me, do you think there is a God? I'll say no, but I'll also follow up with, but there could be. So, agnostic, I guess, would be better suited, but I like to go with the atheist type thing. But nonetheless, that isn't what this is about. Are Christian females better than non-religious females? And the guys too, for that matter, but that's all another thing. Weirdly enough, as an atheist, as an agnostic, whatever you want to call me, I actually like Christian females better. Now, mind you, this is from me. Not only am I someone who doesn't fully believe in or doesn't think there is one, but still open to the possibility of it, and I am super, super difficult to really please, to receive praise from in that manner. I'm a very harsh critic, not only of myself, but of everyone else, as you can imagine, as you can tell by my Traverse City rant videos, by my Traverse City female rant videos, and just females in general. But the females that go to this particular church, I actually genuinely, sincerely enjoy being around. Along with the guys too, for that matter. But we're not talking about them. So, being as someone who has been around pretty much every type of female out there, from the country club snobs, to the emos, to the goths, to the skaters, to the surfers, to the abstinent, to the nerdy, to the, party hardy girls, to the drunks, to the junkies, to the sociopaths, to the normals, normies, whatever you want to call them, to the Christians, and to the atheists. I've been around them all. Of course, I have my bias towards the goth females, so I can't say, without bias, on that. But I'll say it anyways, I like goth females. That obvious statement out of the way. When it comes right down to it, to everything else though, outside of goths, who do I most enjoy being around of the female gender? Is it the party hardy girls? Nope. Is it the atheist? No. What? Christian females. Amazingly nice people. As I often say, I don't care about what you believe in. I don't care who you are. I don't care about your status in life, how much money you make, what job you work, if you have any job at all, or whatever. All I care about is if you're genuinely, sincerely a good person. And you don't just say words, your actions follow through with it. And their actions follow through with it. And maybe it's just the little subcategory religion sector thing that I am participating in with these people. I don't know, but they definitely, as I guess you could put it, check on my little checklist on being good people and actually proving that they are, without them actually having to go out of their way to try to prove it. They are just authentically good people. And never did I think I would say that. I thought, I'd be going in that church, they'd be judging me, criticizing me, the whole stereotypical Christian thing that is said about Christians, that they're overly judgmental and overly critical and self-righteous, pompous, stuck up, blah blah blah. Well, quite the opposite really. My gothic self, chains and all, walks all up there and they're all like, it's as if I wasn't even goth. They treated me just like an everyday person and talked to me as such. And I've gone to events with these people. I've even traveled with these people downstate. I've gone to their houses, all sorts of fun shit like that. I even made a video of us doing jet skiing and shit like that, so, or water tubing rather. I forgot, we were jet skiing, but then when we came to water tubing, that's when I was making the video. Nonetheless, during this time too, I've made a particular connection with a few of the females that I've never been able to do with any other female. Henceforth, why this video has come up. Because out of all the fucking females in this world, it's the Christian female that I make the best connections with. I am just as surprised as anyone else out there in regard to this, as someone who doesn't even, like, I shouldn't be going there because I don't believe in that stuff, but I go there for the social aspect of things. The people are good and the females are the best that I've come across throughout my life. Yipes. And mind you, this isn't me saying that I'm a Christian now. This isn't me trying to convert anyone. This isn't me trying to say, hey, go to church, blah, blah, blah. Let's get that straight. I'm still in the realm of logic, reason, intelligence, etc., critical thinking. But this is just an observation of mine that I've made personally and just by observation of others as well. That inside the church, outside the church, events, travel, personal house, spending time at other people's houses of theirs, I can genuinely say that they're not putting on an act. They are genuinely as they are, regardless of environment, regardless of location, etc. Now, and that's a big thing for me, is integrity, authenticity. Whereas a lot of the other categories of individuals out there, it's not really, I don't get that same consistency where they're the same everywhere they go. Like a lot of times I'll see the other categories of individuals, non-religious or otherwise, they'll be one way with certain people and then another way with another group of people. They change based off of circumstance or environment or a group of individuals. And that isn't consistent. It's just not integrity. It isn't there. They're just wishy-washy on me. Me, I'm the same regardless. You may not like me for it because I'm kind of a blunt asshole in that way, but at least I'm real. I'm authentic. I'm straightforward and forthcoming. If I say I don't like that particular band to someone who doesn't like that band too, I'm going to say the same thing to the person that likes that band. I don't like that band. I'll tell them just as I told the person that agrees with me. Sorry, it's just I am who I am authentically. Where I don't see a lot of that with a lot of the other groups of individuals out there. I'm not exactly sure why that is either. I mean, in certain circumstances I can understand it. There are maybe certain people who are a little bit more sensitive, so you gotta kind of, because you really like them, or you have a lot of respect for them, and you don't want to lose them for a friend, so you modify your behavior and your speech pattern and who you are just a little bit, specifically for very select individuals. That's fine, I can understand that. But if you change your whole persona, or who you are, or what you believe, or what you think, or whatever, based on this group or that group or this or that, that's when I'm just like, no, I don't like you now. It's like a Charmeleon type of camouflaging, or as I like to call it, social camouflaging. You just, who you are, who they want you to be. No. I have too much integrity to do something like that, or be around or involved with people like that. So anyways, back to topic. The females, they are consistently the same. They are authentic and sincere. They're accepting, they're nice, and all that kind of thing. And sure, of course, they're going to talk bad about non-believers. I guess they just assume that I'm a believer because I've been going there for so long, but nonetheless, of course, they're going to be a little bit critical and judgmental of non-believers, unbelievers, however they want to put it. But that's only natural. It kind of comes with the territory of things. But the particular group of individuals I am with, and I go to this church with, they are really great people. And specifically, as this topic is about, the females are otherworldly to me comparative to the females I've been subjugated to throughout the years. Unfortunately, a lot of Traverse City, Michigan females are druggies and junkies, or either one, a drunk or just a junkie, if not a combination of both. If not either of those, overprivileged, or they think there's some sort of hood rat gangster, even though they're in fucking Traverse City. You know, it's just neither of those things, and none of those things are good. They're bad, they're negative, and they're terrible to be around. The only reason people would ever want to be around these types of females is because they want to hump them or something, or because they're in that same bubble of delusion, whether it's I'm a gangster, or whether they're overprivileged or country or whatever the hell. But again, I have too much integrity, I have standards, and I won't lower my standards or myself to that level to tolerate these types of individuals, as in have them in my life daily. I'll tolerate them as in I'll be polite to them, nice to them, communicate with them, blah blah blah, but they're not going to be my best friend. Whereas with these Christian females, even though they are with the belief that I don't believe in, aka the Christian God, while I am open to it, I just wish there was further evidence to kind of go with it rather than faith. That's kind of lazy to me, but what, you know, again, I don't care. You know, they believe whatever they want to believe, so long as they're not a jackass. They could fucking believe the Cookie Monster was God or the creator of the universe, and I wouldn't care. So long as they're a good person. You're getting the point by now. So anyways, these females have consistently proved to me that they are superior females. Now, again, this is very broad. I cannot speak on behalf of every single female of the Christian religion and all their little subcategories and so on and so forth. I cannot speak on behalf of all the atheist and non-religious folk either. But just based on my experience from when I started living in Traverse City in 2011 until 2020, January the 16th to be exact, I can confidently say throughout all the years of being in Traverse City from 2011 to now, the females that I most enjoy being around and like are the Christian females. The irony is much, I know, because I've been making fun of the Christian religion and dicking on the Christian religion for so long. You would think this is like, what? Like I said, I'm just as surprised as you guys are, but I go by facts, I go by what I observe, I go where the evidence goes. And the evidence has led me to seeing a lot of the non-religious be a certain way, and the religious Christians, even though it's kind of funny, they say they're not a religion, but yet they still call themselves a Christian, which even though a Christian is a religion. And anyways, these Christian folk are just good people, where a lot of the non-religious in the Traverse City area, because I'm not going to mass generalize everywhere else where I can't speak because I haven't been there type situation. I'm just going to specifically stick to Northern Michigan. My observation from 2011 till now is that these females of the non-religious are pretty terrible people comparative to the Christians that I've been involved with female-wise recently for the past year. In 1 year, they have shown me that there are good females in Northern Michigan, for one. Because, again, as I've stated before in my videos, where I was literally destroying Traverse City females, there's at least one female out there in this wretched city that can prove to me that there's at least some decent females out there, then I'll change my mind. Because I change my mind based on facts, evidence, proof, whatever you want to call it. Well, here you go. I received my proof, my evidence, etc., etc. And so I am now converting from saying that all Traverse City females are pieces of shit to a majority of them are. Hey, baby steps, right? Yeah. Anyways, so I can proudly say that I finally got that big break. But it's amazing though that I still can't get over it. It's the females of a religion I've been hating and dicking on and making fun of for all my life. They're the females with whom I enjoy being around the most and who are the best people towards me, with me. They make me want to be a better person, and so on and so forth. They're actually really great human beings. Not just females, but great human beings. Blows my mind though. Out of every category out there, it's the Christians that I get along with the most. Because I am the only goth, unfortunately, so I can't, or otherwise I'd be with the goths, you know, duh. But, yeah, it looks like, yeah, Christian girls are the superior ones, at least in Traverse City. Again, I'm going to really emphasize that. In Traverse City, Michigan, Christian girls are far superior to the non-religious folk. So, with that said, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.